Peace be upon you. The eye in reverse. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Honors, recognition based on merit and effort. And the Star in reverse. I'm going to turn it around. You can read it as well. So, basically, your earnings, your results, when it comes to any expectation you may have, based on the labor, the efforts, the investments that you've already put in, it appears as if they're going to be less than what you've expected, or rather they're going to be compensated, but not necessarily financial wise. So you will not get the best of outcomes, yet you will get something unexpected that has to do rather with acknowledgement. If you want, why not? Some form of validation, recognition, honors, praises. So the reward is rather more spiritual. It will translate at a social level, also via some form of recognition. It's not fame per se, but you're definitely not someone that can, easily be forgotten or considered as, a voice in the crowd, but rather you're distinguished, or you distinguish yourself via the work or due to the work that you've actually put in. The fact that you push through, regardless of your limitations, the circumstances, you never stopped fighting. Even though you didn't really see the path, you didn't know what you were actually fighting for, and you kind of intuitively felt that it will not even pay off per se. You did not aim at fame or being popular per se, yet it goes with the territory. It's reward based on merit. It's acknowledgement, some form of reward that will translate rather as a more fulfilling reward, because it is social acknowledgement. Acknowledgement of one's skills, abilities, character, resilience, strength of character, so strength overall. Beautiful energy. Exactly. Unexpected rewards, far more relevant and important to you than the ones that you may have convinced yourself you are actually fighting for. You were never in it for the right to disagree. You were never in it for just being right overall or proving a point. You were in it because you felt like it. You felt like doing what you ended up doing. You felt like making those choices, taking those stances, putting that effort in, pursuing or believing in something wholeheartedly. It's courage, it's bravery, determination, and passion. It's a level of faith that cannot be crushed nor destroyed. So you went on regardless of the lack of actual tangible rewards or a proof of one's gratitude at an individual level. You never received neither thank yous nor proper treatment from the very people that actually benefited from whatever it is that you've managed to do here. This is also mastery of one's skills, abilities, work-wise, mastery of oneself. So you walk around like you own yourself, and it's actually quite true. So integrity, authenticity, courage, inspiring courage, therefore, someone that actually walks the walk, does not really talk the talk, unapologetically so. Despite, or maybe perhaps even because of the circumstances, the more challenging, the more resilience or strength was needed. And that's kind of where you showed off your nature, your skills, who you truly are. But again, you didn't do all of this for the specific reward, yet you receive it based on merit. People actually see your worth, see that you are valuable, valid, trustworthy, you know who you are, what you're fighting for, what you stand for, what motivates you, why you do the things you do. Very powerful. Unexpected, or sometimes something that's beyond or out of one's control, is revealed as the reward for merit. And again, I don't know if you can see, these are two kind of stars. This is worldly acknowledgement. So it's either acquiring a title, a diploma, a raise, being given more responsibility based on what you've proven yourself to be capable or able of. So if you're still searching for a job, you're quite transparent, as in your value and skill is quite obvious. Therefore, you will get it. If it's your job, it will be. Nothing can prevent you from achieving that. There's no competition to be had because you seem to be the best at whatever it is that you're meant to do. Whether you've already started it or you're just on the path, on the brinks of actually coming into a new job. Again, very unexpected. It's not something that you would have even aimed towards, nor planned, nor ever have been motivated by when it comes to the reward or outcome. You do what you do because, again, you believe in it and you're passionate about it. So the Eight of Cups. I see falsehood, flattery. So genuine honor and respect is coming to you. You are quite a valid person. Yet flattery and false honors, praises, and all of that just falls off. Okay, the path. Again, this is not a path that you would have chosen consciously or based on any information because you couldn't see it. Yet you dared to continue to trust in yourself, go follow your passions, and believe in what it is that you are, what you're supposed to do. Trusting that you will discover it along the way, regardless of the feedback, the outcome, or again, the rewards. The Five of Wands, conflict in reverse, luck, and you're not going to enter any competitions. You're not a competitive type. You're going to go solo. Nothing to prove. I am who I am. I do what I need to do. 5-5, okay? Gateway, portal, endings and openings. There you are, the Queen of Swords. I see someone that values you at a deeper level, sees you as brilliant, intelligent, maybe a bit closed off or cold-hearted, but also with extremely out of the ordinary intellectual qualities or abilities. So you are done with trying to convince anyone of anything, change anyone's mind, nor allow anyone to make you feel as if how you feel or your principles, your values, or what you stand for, or what you're choosing to do, who you're choosing to be, and how you're choosing to live are not up for debate anymore. You're not gonna be easily deterred, nor are you going to allow doubt to sneak in and have you question things that you firmly believe in. If it's going to be a conflict, it's not because of you. So, Seven of Pentacles. Fair assessment. Again, the harvest is not what you've expected it to be. Then again, you're proud of yourself for having been able to continue on this path, not giving up so easily, regardless of the lack of genuine or valid reward. It's as if you already knew that something will come out one way or the other. It's impossible that someone puts so much effort, makes so many sacrifices, overcomes so many challenges and limitations without ever obtaining anything. And of course, you've released expectations or attempts to define what the reward will be. You're attempting to control nothing when it comes to expectations, when you choose or decide to do something. It's beyond that. You do it because you firmly believe in it. Period. Regardless of what comes out of it, regardless of you, by doing so, clashing with others, challenging other people's views or perspectives. If, again, there's no conflict of interest when it comes to your own personal perception, because, again, there's no actual specific expectation anymore. The fulfillment lies in you being you, true to yourself, and brave and courageous enough to honor yourself and the things you believe in, to honor anything that you considered worthy and anyone, by being as truthful as possible. And there's a good surprise. So I sense intuitively that this is not an unpleasant one, it's just an unexpected one. Miracles, right? An unexpected blessing from the person or through working through people that you would least expect. And that's the beauty of it, because that's proof of actual genuine merit. Nature will always move to respond or reward based on effort that's put in. And that's not determined by the actions themselves, but rather on the nature of one's heart and whether they have been true to it, true to themselves, true to the very things that determine who they are, who they want to be, what they believe in, what they stand for. So, love is on the horizon for you, genuine love, a feeling of love, of respect and esteem, and you feel as if you're still struggling due to past experiences, as overall loss. Rugged health is just the outcome or the proof of someone who has kind of put that on the back burner, or determined that appearance or even their own well-being and health, and perhaps even to the point of, not embracing or acting out of self-preservation either when required. It's a sign of someone who was in service of others or served something or someone that they determined it was worthwhile. So therefore, they became secondary, their own health. They never used their aspect or physical appearance or charisma or beauty overall, what is defined as such, at least not superficially, in order to gain anything. So no manipulation. They would have rather preferred to be, instead of receiving compliments for things that are, first of all, out of their control and that are temporary, such as physical aspect or so on, they would have rather prove their worth, their nature, and be rewarded for who they actually are. And that's what's happening. beauty plate or appearances or superficial appearances, presence, etc., traits, qualities, whether physical or otherwise, is not what you're being rewarded for here, right? It's based on merit. Now, a very long cycle has finally come to an end. 8-year cycle, because curiously you have 44 and the 8 here. So it mirrors. It's an 8-year cycle. Usually it's 7, which simply means, given that the number of this current year is also 8, year of the dragon. And we have pentacles, predominantly manifestation, construction, destruction, building, foundation, so on. So a period of ill luck or unrecognized efforts, lack of appreciation and respect, or mutuality and alignment, loneliness and isolation has finally come to an end. Again, I strongly feel here that you've renounced entirely to consider superficial aspects about yourself as crucial or even relevant, for that matter, when it comes to what you came here to do, who you are, and what your message or your work, your legacy, right, your task is all about. It goes deeper, it goes beyond. It doesn't mean you're disregarding your physical aspect. It simply means that you're not using it in any deceitful way or with any specific intent to obtain favors, right? To raise yourself above others or to compete with others and so on. You're not defined by aspect, Queen of Swords. You feel as if you are defined, if ever should you define yourself, by the amount of truth that you have been able to conquer within yourself, and now obviously that you are able from that personal truth to impart and to channel into the world. We're eternally grateful for that. We have a card for you. From your soul's perspective, you are always safe. Nature is meant to support your well-being. As I said, nature always moves in the favor of the truthful. Your affirmation is, the universe cherishes my existence. Absolutely. The world wouldn't be complete without you. The Joker is the pleasant and unexpected reward as the downside or the downfall is going down on the wheel. Since the wheel is now being flipped, the lower you've gotten in the lower realms, therefore, the higher up you will fall when it comes to ascension, or is perceived as positive progress, or turn in your luck, if that's what you believe in. The enemy in reverse, that's what we want to see. Again, I don't see you using anything with any ill intent. You're just being as truthful as possible, true to yourself. Start and departure in reverse. You're no longer confused. You're just going along, more presence, not stuck in either past nor future, nor expecting for something to occur. You're embracing everything as it comes. Inconstancy in reverse. That feeling of pushing through, that feeling of being constantly at the mercy of elements, other people's choices, opinions, sentiments, emotions, behavior, or circumstances. The feedback is not that relevant because you know for certain you will always receive exactly what you need for a specific purpose. Powerful spiritual progress achieved here, And your card is 9 of Wands in reverse. Again, I feel as if you're done pushing through. You're done as feeling as, again, victim or helpless in the face of circumstances, forces of nature, and other people's wishes and desires. That's a shada. And that's extremely powerful because you're done pushing through on your own. Help is on its way. Again, not the one you would have ever imagined or expected, or you're releasing old perceptions, things that may have up until now either consumed you or you falsely felt them as if necessary aspirations, goal, or motivation, and have led you on a path of pain, sacrifice, exhaustion, hard work, and it led nowhere. And now you're realizing that it doesn't have to be that hard. You were pursuing things that weren't meant for you. You were carrying other people's burdens without them even asking you to do so. You're no longer feeling responsible for anyone else's reactions, stances, perceptions. At the same time, you're no longer feeling the need to be apologetic in regards to who you are, what you live for, and so on. In truth, you move forward. You've reached the end of pursuit of false dreams, utopias, ultimate fulfillment, right? Potential for the ultimate success and achievement. It was all false. You've reached this far, and you're not going to waste that last bit of energy now that you see it. It wasn't for me. Something else is. Yes, genuine love. And that, yes, implies respect, acknowledgement without you having to do anything to prove absolutely anything to anyone. Genuine, unconditional love, affection, passion, devotion, and loyalty towards anyone that's coming in your life. It's going to be vice versa. It's mutual. It's aligned. Passion and loyalty, again, devotion and determination towards the things that you've always actually believed in. You may have determined that they were impossible, or you were seeking to get to them by making the wrong choices, pursuing or embracing the wrong ways, paths to get there. You've learned a lot, you've been passed through a lot in order for you to reach this understanding. It's never too late. The worst thing you could ever do, any of us could ever do, is give up. You don't give up. You just reset. That's all. You shift perspective, or just simply flow and follow along with the signs, the guidance. It's all revealed within you. No one can give you those answers. No one can instill that passion, that spark, that fire. Only God can light that if you allow Him in your heart. Many blessings. And remember, if you walk with Him, whom or what shall you ever fear? Thank you for your service. Blessed be.